If it is born out of jealousy, envy, or negotiation, we will ignore you.
Governor Otti's son was rejoicing that his father were commissioning townships, re-asphalting of township streets. This tells you that all these people and their children are one. This boy knows that where he lives in America, that boy, and maybe probably the sister, they know that where they live in America, that the mayor of a city cannot commission, that even a mayor cannot hold ceremonies to mock the people, to commission the re-asphalting of township streets.
Even when you don't agree with us, we will listen to you. If you make sense, we will incorporate what you are saying into our agenda, because nobody knows it all. But if it is born out of jealousy, envy, or negotiation, we will ignore you. And that is why you will see that we have ignored a lot of our people. They are not too many, maybe 0.05% of the people. Some of them are trying to negotiate. Oh, so that you see them and call them for negotiation. This government does not negotiate with people who have evil intentions. It's to ensure that you have freedom. Our government is a government that allows people to have their freedom. That is why if you go to Afara prison today, you will not see anybody that is arrested or detained for expressing his opinion. In fact, one of the first things that we did was to ensure that the people who were in that prison, prior to the time we came, we gave them freedom. You know why? Our people thrive in freedom. We want to do things that we want to do. And the way government does it is to ensure that you have access to finance, access to markets, access on the roads, a clean and healthy environment, so that our people can do their thing. It is under that atmosphere that the Igbo people thrive. That's who we are. So this government will continue to give you freedom. Even when you don't agree with us, we will listen to you. If you make sense, we will incorporate what you are saying into our agenda, because nobody knows it all. But if it is born out of jealousy, envy, or negotiation, we will ignore you. And that is why you will see that we have ignored a lot of our people. They are not too many, maybe 0.05% of the people. Some of them are trying to negotiate. Oh, so that you see them and call them for negotiation. This government does not negotiate with people who have evil intentions. So, the news I have for such people is that they can continue from now till their kingdom come. We are not going to respond to them, neither are we going to negotiate with them. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me thank you once again, particularly the Abia people, who I understand are 99.9% of the people that are here. I want to thank you for this reception. I want to thank you for your gifts, and I pray that God will replenish the sources will bless you abundantly, and everything you have spent to put this together, that God will replenish a millionfold. On that note, I want to wish you well. I want to thank you and pray that as you live here, our good God will take you to your destination safely. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
That the past government did not do anything. Ipazu did more roads than Otti did at this stage of his government. But that I'm not even talking about past government. I'm talking about a man who will claim up to 40 billion, as I heard, for the asphalting 6.8 meters of road. That is the only prayer. Governor, where are the 15 billion naira? Where is the 15 billion naira Abia South has earned since you became governor? Governor, where is the 15 billion naira that Abia South has earned since you became governor? And I'm just talking about, if you calculate all the LGA revenue, all the IGR, you may find out that Abia South has actually be 20 billion. Governor, where are the funds? Because what you did yesterday, the streets you re-asphalted, is what the local government should be doing. Over 800 billion naira, you have nothing to show for it. You spend Abia's money on propaganda, on Lagos newspapers, publishing fake information. 14 roads totaling 6.8 kilometers. And this is what you held a ceremony, knowing that Abia people are hungry and naive. And that is why you have refused to invest in the education sector. You collected 70 billion naira. 70 billion for building public schools. You pocketed this money. You collected how much money? How much do you need to take? How much do you need to take? You didn't even build a toilet. You couldn't build one toilet. You couldn't build a toilet. You pocketed 70 billion. He collected, go give you social media. The people are campaigning, are protesting. You collected 40 billion. Each war compensation, you didn't pay nobody. ICT infrastructure over 5 billion. This man, you have collected over 200 billion naira for roads, and you didn't build any road. You built nothing. You built 5.9 kilometers Port Harcourt Road. And the township streets, all totaling about 10 kilometers. Over 200 billion you have collected should be building over 350 kilometers of road. Going by what the federal government is using to award roads. But you can't account for all up to 100 kilometers of road. I will continue talking about it. People are learning. People are beginning to challenge you. We started off like this with Ibazo, and I'm sure. Look, let me tell you, Governor Otti, let me tell you something. The way God works. The way God works in the mysterious. When I told Ibazo in 2015, I told I'm going to win the election, he won. But where is Ibazo today? What is his reputation? What is his reputation? By the time I finish publishing all the data of all the funds you have collected for projects you didn't do, Abians will know the truth. I used to go on Arise TV, where they stopped me from going to Arise TV. They stopped me from going to Arise TV. I know what happened. I'm not going to talk about that. Abia people are getting the information gradually. By the time they understand that Abia South local government has earned over 20. Let me show you something. Let me show you something on my computer. Office of the Accountant General of the Federation. Distribution of revenue allocation to state governments by Federation account for the month of January 2025. Shared in February. I'm going to show you how much Abia South got. Watch it. You'll be surprised that Abia South could build all those roads in just 6 months, in 7 months, and pay salaries. Look at Abia South local government. Abia South. Look at total allocation in 1 month. 726 million. 726 million in 1 month. Look at Abia North. 429 million or 430 million in 1 month. Multiply it by 24. Okay, just do it an average of 600 million. Multiply by 24. You see that Abia South alone has earned over 15 billion. Now the question, without all the markets in Abia South, The big question I want to ask you, where are the LGA projects? Before you say they paid salaries, let me show you how much they pay in salaries. Yeah? So Abia South alone. So every month, let me also shock you. Abia LGAs, look at the total amount of money they get in 1 month. 8.32 billion. Multiply it by 24. 8.32 by 24. 8.32 by 24. By 24. Almost 200 billion naira. Abia LGAs have earned about 200 billion since Governor came to power. 200 billion naira. Can you show me one LGA project? $200 billion naira. Quote me. Abia LGAs have earned about 200 billion since Governor came to power. Can anybody show me one LGA project? For those of you coming to write, you don't come to my work to write nonsense. I come with data. Abia LGAs have earned over 200 billion. Can you show me one project? Now for Abia South, let me show you something that will shock you. When they tell you they are paying salaries, you will see for yourself, Abia. Okay? The man, but the worst governor after TAH. The worst governor we've had after TAH. The worst we've had after TAH. By the time I do the expository, it's coming in by the time I finish, I'm working on it here. It's coming up gradually. It's coming up gradually. Yeah. By the time I finish the exposition, email to TV stations, email to newspapers, and ask the right questions. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so let me show you Abia South local government. Abia South. I'll show you how much they pay salary in a year. Okay. Abia is a crime scene. Abia State is a crime scene. Abia has been very unlucky with leadership. Quote me. That is why they can't respond to me. They cannot. Abia has been very unlucky. Look at this. So that you say that this say government of Abia State of Nigeria. Report of the Auditor General for local governments on the accounts of Abia South local government. You see who signed it? Government of Abia State. Signed by Amajoyi Batlomi Chidebere, Auditor General for local governments Abia State. Okay? It's signed again by Uswago Kinsley, Treasurer and Chairman. Okay? So you see that is the state government that published it. Now look at salaries. 791 million. Out of 7 point, it's out of about, look at this 791 million. But the salary of the local government, salaries and wages. Okay? Overhead cost, that's about 900 million. Everything comes out to 920 something million. Then transfer to other government entities. This is how the money is stolen. 2.9 billion. But this was in 2023 when he just came to power. But look at this. 791 million is the salary burden of Abia South. Now look at how much Abia South earned in 1 month. Let me show you how much Abia South earned in just 1 month. Abia South local government. 726 million. Okay? Okay? Now, look at this. Okay? Just think about this. But this is the salary of salary burden of Abia South in 1 year. 791.8 million in 1 year. In 1 year. Look at their revenue in 1 month. In 1 month, here is it, 726 million. So which means 1 month salary, 1.5 month salary, we pay the salary. You saw that the salary, that the money that Abia South local government ends in 1 month, plus just 1 or 2 or 3 days in the next month, should be able to pay for the salaries of the local government in the entire year. The question is, what is Governor Otti doing with the remaining funds? So the question we should be asking as Abians is that Abia LGAs have earned about 200 billion naira since Governor Otti came to power. About 200 billion. So where are the LGA revenues? That is the question we should be asking. Abia LGAs have earned about 200 billion. And their salary burden, if I check by the audit report, will not be up to 100 billion, will not be more than 50 billion. The salary burden in 2 years and all the overhead costs will not be up to 50 billion. So the question I'm asking Abians is, where are the other projects Governor Otti writes in the account reports as what the LGAs have done? So the question is, Abia LGAs have earned over 200 billion since Governor Otti came to power. And the big question is, where are these funds? Where are the projects that the LGAs have done? Salaries are less than 50 billion. So where are the LGA? Now let me check how much salaries are in a year so that you can have an idea. I want to go back to work. My break has finished. I'm going to show you. So me, I'm not into a corner. I'm not into a corner. I'm into asking the right questions. And that is what I will do till God calls me home. I've done it this is my 10th year asking for accountability in Abia State. Abusing me, abusing my mother, the same woman who allowed the husband to use his money to finance Otti's education. No. It's not acceptable to me. So when you may need remorse, let me tell you how much our total salaries in a year. So the big question is, where did Governor Otti spend the LGA funds? So I'm going to show you. Okay. Okay, so look at how the question now, just look at this. Let me shock you. So Abia LGAs earned 46 billion in 2023. 46 billion. Salaries came to 7.7 billion. Overhead costs came to 2.8 billion. Now look at how this money was stolen. 34.7 billion was transferred to other government entities for projects. So by the LGA. So where were the projects done in 2020? So this is how much could be stolen in 1 year. Over 30. But let's even go down and look at the breakdown. 21. You will be shocked. So you will be shocked. Abia bought a crime scene. And that is why they cannot face me. That is why when I call them out, they dare not even try to come and talk to me. They dare not. Or they possible. They run. No, 21 now, see. That is it. So these are projects done in local government. No, 21. Yeah? Where is it? 34 billion. Where can I find it? No, 21. Still, they are borrowing. A borrow, borrow. See, borrowings, yeah? Or they can borrow in 2023 using the local government, which is good. 2022, it was borrowed. What it was used for, I don't know. Okay, let's look at this. No, 21. No, 21, they didn't put any details of how the repayment of, so this is repayment of debts. Okay. So, but the question is, I'm just trying to find it. I can't find it now because they didn't list it. They didn't list it at all. They didn't list it. The project's aiming now with 34 billion. They didn't list it. Yeah. The details of transfer to other government account, which is for projects layer. So in 2023, In Abba North, 1.4 billion. Abba South, 2.9 billion. So at the end of the day, it came to 34.5 billion of projects done in the local governments that were not done. So I'm going to stop here. My lunch break is over. I need to go back to work. I just want to show you. ID Alpha. I just want to show you. Abia is a crime scene. It's a crime scene. And that is why they cannot face me. It's not possible.